I speak unto thee this day, and I say you are living in a time when the false prophets have gone forth throughout the land, crying out that it is a time of peace and safety. That is, they have given forth the words of false assurance. They have given forth the words of false peace and safety that are not true at all. Yet I say that the ones who are claiming that they are my people have loved it so. That is, they have loved to be deceived. They have loved to be led astray. They have led to be led into the ditch. That is, they have loved to be led far from me, their maker, their God. And I say all the while they love their delusion. They walk in their confusion. And I say they go on and on and on, eating up the words of sweet deceit. And I say it is simply because they do not want to face their sins nor the penalty of the same. And most of all, they do not, absolutely do not want to repent before me. So I say it is me, the living God, who turns them over to be devastated by the words of falsehood they love so much. And I say it is me, the living God, who has literally put them into captivity to the false prophets that they believe. And I say all the while I reveal my wrath, my fury, my indignation against them that prove that the lies they love so much are nothing but falsehood and pretension. For I say that the reality of their lives does not match up with the lies they love so much. For I say it is me, the living God, who is bringing my hand of retributive justice against them because they have departed from me. That is, they've gone a-whoring, they have deceived themselves, they love to be deceived. That is, they love to be told lies, they love to live in a false peace, a false complacency that is not true at all. And I say all the while it is me, the living God, who does bring the fury of my wrath against them to reveal the error of their way. Yet I say they refuse and refuse and refuse to repent because they are loving lies. I say this day that I, the living God, at the same time do send forth my true prophets, crying out for men to repent, to return unto me. But I say, because they are so vainly puffed up on pride, they refuse to repent, to turn from their wicked ways. That is, they refuse to turn from the defilement, the contamination, the filthiness of who they are. And I say they choose instead to walk in the way of fools and likewise be overwhelmed. Now I say you are living in a time when men are full of gross darkness, they are full of evil doing, and I say that they think somehow they get by in the same. But I say that the truth remains, there is none that gets by on me. Now I say this day that I, the living God, never called thee to the delusion, the confusion, the falsehood of these days. But I say that I've called thee to come forth walking uprightly in me, ever being pleasing unto me. For I say it is me, the living God, you are meant to seek, to please, to obey, and follow after, for I bear rule over thee. And it is me, the living God, who will give to thee the mercy, the truth, and the light that I provide if you continue in my way. But I say if you go in the way of transgressors, know that the way is hard. And I say if you choose the way of fools, of course you will pay for the same. For I say that I, the living God, am not mocked, nor am I deceived by the clever antics of stupid men. For I say, while they think they are so clever, they are ultimately stupid, because they refuse to bend the knee unto me. And I say, for all of their cleverness, or so they imagine it to be, I say they only prove they are far from me. And I say they take the way of transgressors, and that way is hard. Now I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to live under the delusion, the confusion of falsehood, but I say that I call thee to accept and welcome the truth. That is, if I, the living God, do send forth my words of life, my words of truth, do not reject the same. But I say instead be accepting what it is that I have for thee and walk it out. That is, do not be running from the truth and acting as though it does not apply to thee, when it does automatically apply to you. But I say instead be ever thankful that I, the living God, am present to give thee the truth and the light upon the path. For I say that you do not need to go in the way of deception, but you can come forth in the way of truth. That is, if you will be accepting what it is that I do for thee, you will be guided always. That is, you will be guided, directed, and corrected, for I am the one ever present to guide thee forth. And I say you will be given the light upon the path, for it is me, the living God, who will give thee the same. That is, it is me, the living God, who will continue to direct, correct, and instruct a people who bend the knee unto me. But I say, the proud, the haughty, the high-minded, who stiffen the neck and refuse to repent, what is it that awaits them? More deception. That is, the false prophets will become their cruel oppressors, and I say they will dictate unto them. And I say that the fools in their folly who love the falsehood will be under the constraining orders of the false prophets to pay and pay and pay for their way. That is, to pay for the way of luxury, the way of extravagance, and the way of fools. And I say the false prophets will only increase in their wealth as the fools pay their way. But I say that I, the living God, am indeed releasing my wrath, my fury upon them through the same, because they were lovers of lies. And I say that the false prophets are as a pack of wolves who are sent to devour and destroy. But I say, because the sheep refuse to return unto me, refuse to come into the fold, but rather were transformed to be goats, I say they deserve the wolves that tear them apart. And I say they deserve the lies that cover them in falsehood, pretension, and hypocrisy day after day. For I say that I, the living God, am just and fair in all that I bring forth, and when men will continue to violate me, they pay for the same. And I say that I, the living God, am not mocked, and I say that I do give to men what they justly deserve. Therefore I say, when you see my wrath revealed against the whorish people who claim they are mine, I say, do not mourn for the same. And I say, when you see my wrath revealed against the nation that has established its independence from me, know they deserve the same. For I say, it is me, the living God, who does bring the oppressors. It is me, the living God, who does bring the enemies. And it is me, the living God, who does bring them down. And I say, when men thought they were so safe and secure because they loved the words of falsehood rather than the truth, I say they will be taken in a night. And I say they will be brought low, they will be ripped, they will be dashed asunder. And I say it is all of their own choosing. And I say it is because they chose the way of lies above the way of truth. Now I say this day that I, the living God, am ever present to give the words of life, the words of truth unto all who will pay heed unto me. But I say, when the ones who claim that they are my people refuse the words of life, then they are given the words of death. That is, there are plenty of false prophets who will give unto them the exact lies they want to hear. And I say they will be slaves to the prophets of falsehood, ever paying the way for them to tell them more lies. Now I say, when you look upon what they do gain from all of their falsity, all of their vanity, and the pursuit of carnal lust, what is it that they gain? I say they gain the way of their own damnation, their own destruction, and oh, how they love it to be so. And I say it is because they are blinded by pride, they are stupefied in their own vain conceit, and I say they have no part of me. And I say they use my name in falsehood and vanity, and I say they are shame unto me. Now I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to keep company with falsehood, but I say that I call thee to love the truth. And I say that I call thee to desire to come forth in the truth, the light, the mercy that I provide. I say that I call thee to be uplifted and strengthened, directed, guided, and purposed by me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is the way of truth and light, the way of mercy and hope, and the way of peace provided. Therefore I say, in an adulterous, a wayward, a vile, and wicked generation, why not be glad to partake of me? That is, why not be glad to partake of the truth, the light, the correction, the instruction that I give thee day by day? I say, why not be thankful that I am the one who will purpose thee, that you can indeed be guided always by me? For I say, when it is me, the living God, and me alone that you look to, believe, and entrust, of course you are brought forth in my way. And I say you are given the abundance of goodness that I alone can give thee, for I am indeed well able. Now I say this day that I, the living God, do not call thee to live, to die, to perish as a fool, because you are resisting me. But I say that I call thee to welcome my spirit, to welcome my truth, that you can indeed be found in the same. That is, that you can be going forth ever guided by me, the one true God who is caring for thee. That you can indeed be instructed, directed, and shown the truth and the light upon thy path. Now I say that I, the living God, do not call thee to hide from me. I do not call thee to play games on me. For I say, when I, the living God, have spoken into your heart what it is that I desire, that is exactly what you are meant to do. That is, you are not meant to seek for alternatives. You are not meant to seek for false covers and claim those things are acceptable unto me. For I say, it is only yourself that you deceive, for I am not mocked. Now I say this day, why not choose the truth in every circumstance? That is, knowing that I, the living God, do give thee the same. And I say, why not be thankful to bend the knee unto me? That is, not walking in pride and contempt and disrespect towards me, but being ever thankful for my way. That is, that you can come forth ever directed in the way of truth and life. Now I say, you are living in times when I, the living God, am allowing the beast to rise up in furiosity, and I say there are many who shall perish under the same. And I say that I'm allowing the oppressor to rule, to reign in tyrannical, despotic rule, but I say that my people deserve it so. That is, the people who have served me in falsehood, the people who have served me in lies and pretension, and followed false prophets. For I say they deserve the punishment that shall rightly be given unto them. But I say it is me, the living God, who will keep a people who draw near unto me, who consecrate themselves fully and abandon the lust of the flesh. That is, a people who will not give themselves to the world's devices and be overwhelmed by the same. For I say, if my people will stay true in their consecration unto me and faithful, it is me, the living God, who will keep them through the hours of gross darkness, and they shall know of a surety it is only by me that they live. And I say that they will be able to rejoice that it is me, the living God, who does bring them through. Now I say this day, when you look upon the liars, the deceivers, the ones who are drunk on falsehood, know that their end is damnation of soul. Know likewise they shall know destitution in this life, for I, the living God, will send it unto them. And know likewise for all of their big pretense as to how happy they are, it is not true. For I say they are daily driven mad by the lies they have followed rather than the truth. And I say they are ever tormented because they know in the depths of their conscience that they are far from me. But I say they are hoping and praying somehow I will accept their paltry offering, that I will accept their falsehood and lies, that somehow I will accept them into the fold. But I say because they are so hard in their pride against me, they refuse to repent. Now I say, why should I, the living God, be accepting of the proud fools, be accepting of those who have departed from me? I say that I'm not accepting at all, but I say that I'm rejecting them. Now I say, when you see them in their folly, their fantasy, their stupidity, their darkness, I say, do not pray for their good, but rather I say, pray for the evil they justly deserve to be given unto them. For I say, it is me, the living God, who will give them exactly what they have need of, as my true ones will pray in the same. For I say that it is me, the living God, who will punish the evildoers in these days of great wickedness and departure from me. And it is me, the living God, who will teach them they have used my name in vain. Now I say this day, if you truly love me, you can rejoice for the days that are at hand, because it is me, the living God, who is settling the score. That is, you have seen so many full of falsehood and lies, hypocrisy and pretension, claiming that it is me that they serve, that it is me who has sent them forth with their lies. But I say the truth of it is me, the living God, who will bring the fullness of my wrath, my fury, my indignation revealed upon them. And yes, they shall wallow, they shall scream and howl and moan, but I hear them not, because they chose to oppose me.